I want you to change the world, and don't think that this is going to happen peacefully or you can do it alone. We need to kill the rich, okay? We need to get out there, use your weapons, and rip Washington apart.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is April 13th, 2018. America. Alright, so I have three here back to back to talk to y'all about. But first, I want to point something out to you all. Cop, during raid on wrong home, cop kills innocent unarmed dad. He gets no charges. Tell my mom I love her. Boys 911 calls telling police he's trapped, ignored until he died. Just thought I'd point that out to you. Alright. So with a mushroom cloud in the background, Russia State News warns citizens to stockpile food and prep for war. Do you think there's gonna be a war? I want your honest opinion. Whoever watches this, even the fucking troll that I've been trolling back. Hell, you never know. You might have some insight. And the war drums continues to beat for Syria. But we all must remember that every single war started in U.S. history, with only probably one exception, started with lies and propaganda. Remember that. I'm not going to read these articles, but I'm going to hit these 5 hard-hitting facts proving Donald Trump has become just like Hillary. So, 5 hard-hitting facts proving Donald Trump has become just like Hillary Clinton by Rachel Blevins. Okay, I'm just going to hit the 5 things so I can keep this video fairly short for you. Despite promising to end the war in Syria, Trump is now escalating it to push for the overthrow of Assad, just as Clinton would have done. Here's Donald Trump's tweets that I referred to, I think, yesterday. Again, to our very foolish leader, do not attack Syria. If you do, many very bad things will happen, and from that fight, the U.S. gets nothing. But see, the last part of that isn't true. The U.S. does get something. They get control over a natural gas pipeline, I believe it is. It's a pipeline of some sort, whether it be natural gas or oil. Really doesn't matter. That's what they have to gain. And when I say they, I mean whoever our government serves. Exxon, Dutch Royal Shell, is that right? I think it is. And so on. Basically, they want to take our military in, just like Smedley Butler said, and make it safe for our corporations to exploit the resources of that country. That's what it all really boils down to. Number 2, Trump once railed against Clinton for catering to Wall Street. Then he did the same thing when he pardoned 5 mega banks for rampant fraud and corruption. Now, let you or myself get caught in fraud, and we'll see how quick our asses are sitting in a fucking concentration camp. I'm not calling them prisons anymore, because really, they essentially are concentration camps. Barbaric places you send people to possibly die. But during the 2016 election, Trump was one of many who scrutinized Clinton for charging nearly $3 million for the speeches she gave to major Wall Street banks from 2013 to 2015. In addition to using Clinton's ties to Wall Street as talking points during presidential debates, Trump openly criticized her on Twitter, claiming that Hillary will never reform Wall Street. She is owned by Wall Street. And Donald Trump is too. They all are. Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, all of them. Rand Paul probably wasn't. I say probably because he did suck some Monsanto ass briefly. Number 3. America's welcomed the idea that Trump would improve diplomatic relations with Russia, but instead he is creating more conflict, just as Clinton would have done. And yes, I think we would be far more better off allies with Russia than enemies. But, you know, I don't sell smart bombs or fighter jets or tanks or any of that shit. So, he has indeed worsened diplomatic ties with Russia. Number 4. Trump once said the Trans-Pacific Partnership would be used to rape our country. But he now shares the same hope for its potential as his former rival. And that was one of his big things. Well, let's see it right out of his own Twitter feed. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is an attack on America's business. It does not stop Japan's currency manipulations. This is a bad deal. Another tweet, another disaster done and pushed by special interests who want to rape our country. Just a continuing rape of our country. Well, they love to use that word, don't they? Rape. Fuck, man. They rape and pillage everything they touch. Number 5. Trump said he wanted to hold Saudi Arabia accountable for its role in 9/11, but he appears to be taking notes from the Clintons and is now closer to the Saudis than ever. And that one right there should be the straw that broke the camel's back, or donkeys, or horses. However you want to say it. I mean, when he went over there and sucked the fucking asses of the Saudis, his supporters should have turned their back on him at that very moment. But that just goes to show you just how fooled people are by these politicians, actors. I've heard it said that politics is Hollywood for ugly people. Not too many good-looking bitches in politics. Few, but not many. And the same could be said for the dudes. Alright, so, and now, of course, there's many more we can dig up, but them 5 right there should be suffice to make people see that he is not any different than anyone before him. See, that's what I was talking about when I first got out of jail, county jail, and I started talking to one of my subscribers on the phone, and he said that he was going to do this and that, and he never did. He never kept his word. But that is it right there. Talk is cheap. It's cheap. It doesn't cost me shit, except for an internet connection and a little bit of time to make these videos. Of course, I had to buy some software, but overall, talking is cheap. And that's exactly what he did. He just talked. And you believed it. Now, I know it's hard to admit to yourself that you were wrong. I know. But at some point in time, you're going to either sink with that dude's shit or jump. Yep. And I used to be a big fan of Alex Jones. I admit it. When I first started getting into this information, discovering it, I would go behind what he said on the radio or on the videos and check to see if what he was saying was accurate, was true. Most of it checked out. That's the one thing I liked about him. The other thing I liked about him is he didn't support political candidates. The moment he started supporting Donald Trump, I was done with him. Point being, I was wrong to think that Alex Jones was a genuine resistor. Because if he was a genuine resistor, he would have never jumped on the political bandwagon that is Donald Trump. I'm not saying the left is any better, because obviously they're not. I mean, look at every city that the left runs, every state. It's in shambles. They're shitholes. This state's becoming a shithole. When I first moved here, it was a nice place to live. Now it's a fucking shithole. Trash everywhere, people everywhere, fucking traffic congestion. And the allergens are horrible. But one of the things that keeps me here is the vaccine laws. I'm not shooting my children up with that shit. It's not going to happen. So, we're going to have to just find another part of South Carolina that's not so packed and doesn't have so many fucking dogwood trees to live. Anyway, I thought I would point these things out to you. That's all I'm trying to do here is point people into a certain direction, to certain information, and trying to get them to see the error of being a statist. You notice I've never tried to sell you anything. Not a damn thing. I've told you about some products that I had that work well, but I wasn't selling those products. I was telling you about them. So, I have nothing to gain by trying to push you to this information. In fact, I have what I have left to lose, which isn't much, by pointing to this information. So, check it out. It only takes a few minutes. Reading makes you more intelligent if you read the right shit. And you might learn something. And that's the most important thing. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. And remember, kill the state before the state kills you.